What is up, guys? Wes back with Auto Mafia Racing, and got a special treat for you today. We're going to do a little bit of a walk around, and let's just call it a show and tell of our newest turbo kit that's hitting the market. That would be our Raptor turbo kit. That's Gen 1 2010, 2014, 5.4 liter and 6.2 liter V8s. So we are giving them a mid-mount turbocharger. Check it out. Here you go from the front. Pretty sweet setup. See a little bit of piping. See our intercooler peeking out in there. A little more piping. Get it opened up. So if you guys can see, we got our intercooler with our Mafia mount. It's a 3-inch intercooler, 3-inch inlet, 3-inch outlet. Does a little 180. Comes up through there, all nice. Aluminum tubing, black, nice 4-ply couplers. We don't have a catch can on this yet. We're gonna put one on it, so ignore the open vent line. We're basically venting to atmosphere without a catch can. We got our Mafia blow-up valve on there, and of course it's a MAF car, so just running there straight in. As I showed, obviously it's an intercooled setup. I don't know why people think it's not intercooled. It is intercooled. So very, very simple. We run it down through the intercooler, or I guess it would be backwards, running it backwards, down, up and in the intercooler, down and around. Once it comes down here, it goes back up into the fender liner. Runs over right here, out of the way with all the heat, and then down there. And then we have it tucked kind of low right now, but you can 100% bring it up a little higher to come up. And we tucked it under the frame, but there is a spot to do it right over there to go above the frame. Just a little bit more work, and I don't really want to put it above the frame for every single kit, because I'm a little worried about it rubbing. So once you purchase the kit, you can 100% adapt it however you want, run the lines however you want, but this is how we make it come. It still has a ton of ground clearance. You can see it's very, very high. I'll go ahead and put the truck on the lift. That way we can show you what the underside looks like. All right, rolling under here. So we can see she comes right down here right along the frame. Back this out. So what you could do is you can run it up through there or there, even a little further back. This is the easiest way to route it, okay? Easiest. This pipe can be, this will still be secured. We have a wrap coming in for it that'll hold it to the frame like so. That way it's not wiggling a little bit. But test car, truck. And here's what the underside looks like. So that is your stock catalytic converter exhaust system Y pipe to the piece. What we did is we welded to the donut flange, because this is like the weirdest size I've ever seen, and we made a little pipe with our wastegate, and then our turbo, little precision unit. We do have enough room to put our filter. I gotta put the filter on it. We took it off, do some cleaning, and you also don't need to have the boost controller right here, just for our purposes for testing, making it nice and easy, making sure we weren't going to overboost the truck. We put a manual boost controller right there for right now. 100%, you can run it up to the manifold and run off manifold pressure instead of turbo pressure, not inlet, turbo, I guess like deucer pressure, but the turbo pressure. It's going to make it so it makes more gear, or more boost in each gear, while at the same time having really, really fast response time for that wastegate right here. It is an oversized wastegate, and right now it screams because we have this truck only making 5 PSI. And at 5 PSI, this turbo it's lit. As soon as you hit the gas, this thing's making boost. It's just, it doesn't care. It's a small enough turbo. It sounds like it's spooling at idle. Kind of sounds like a diesel. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, here's the lookie. There you go. That's how she is. Fully, you can see, this is the bottom of the frame. It's at this level. Like I said, that's just for testing purposes. It's running off the wastegate directly to that nipple on the turbo. So we're running off the turbo pressure, just for us to see how much we could turn it up easily. Nice precision turbo. But yeah. Right here we just have it dumped. We're gonna run it so that it can connect with that pipe. So basically it's gonna look like a stock exhaust system. Hooking to there. Just have a conversion piece on order. It's gotta come in, and then we'll route it right to the OEM muffler system, or whatever basically catback system you have. It is not going to be a direct bolt on. It will take a little cut and a weld on your exhaust, because this pipe right here, you're gonna have to cut it and place it. That's it. One weld put on, the exhaust shop, very easy. This part right here is a slip fit, so that pops right off with the front. You give it a snip and install the turbo kit. Pretty stinking easy. Yeah, it's got great response. I'm very, very happy with it, guys. If you have any questions, comment below, let me know. Using our tried and true oiling system. Literally, drain out the turbo, run to the pump, run it back up to the engine bay. In the engine bay, we do have our billet oil cap, which lets it pump right back in where you would fill your oil. That lets you be able to remove it so that you can see if it's pumping oil, because you have to have it pumping oil. These run really solidly. I've rarely had any failures with the pumps. Usually we have something that if it fails, it's not the pump. It's usually like the fuse went bad, or the fuse holder went bad, or the relay went bad and then the pump died. The pumps die, or they're not working correctly, it's gonna spit out oil. You're gonna blow basically the seal in the turbo, but it's a journal bearing, so if you guys know anything about turbos, you kind of know how that deal goes. We do have a restrictor fitting in this turbo so that it's not pumping as much oil into the turbo. Maybe it's just a Ford thing, not really sure, but they do like to blow through these precision units. We did have that issue, which is why there was a lot of oil all over a lot of places. It blew some oil through the turbo. But that can also be fixed by running a comp oilless turbo, which is probably what I would do if I were going to suggest the build for another customer. I would say, let's do a comp air-cooled oilless turbo. We don't have to worry about any of the oiling system, and you don't have to worry about the oil lines, running a power wire, none of that. It's very simple to do, but you don't have to worry about any of it, and that would just make it so much simpler and just super, super easy. It is a T4 turbo, 6776 precision unit, 0.81 AR. You could do a bigger AR, but I don't see the need. You want this thing to light pretty fast, because these trucks don't like to rev. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. It's a pretty simple kit. It makes a whole lot of boost noise. It's pretty awesome. So we'll fire it up, and we'll get a little video here of what she sounds like. We're gonna get Cody to climb up in it and fire the truck up so you guys can hear how she sounds. It sounds wicked. Even just at idle, you can hear that turbo whining. It's pretty sick. Ready? Yeah, just let it start up and idle. Here's the pump. All right, give it a little rev. Another one. There we go. That's good. There you go, guys. That is our Turbo Raptor build. Hope you guys like it. Let us know any of your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. See you next time.